destroyers, RFAs, aircraft carriers, wherever they're deployed across the globe. And its primary role is anti-surface warfare and anti-submarine warfare, using the Skewer and Stingray depth charge weapon systems. But it also can operate for SAR roles, search and rescue, winching and load lifting. The aircraft are now positioning themselves for some precise hover manoeuvres. The first manoeuvre is called the carousel, which has been a Black Cat's favourite right from the very beginning. Although it may look quite easy from the crowd, I assure you that both pilots are working extremely hard to maintain the right separation from each other. When flying in formation, the rotor diameter is what they use for their separation. So when flying close formation, they can go as close as 1/3 of a rotor diameter.
Are they dancing?
The Mark 8 tail rotor goes round in the correct direction, i.e. it cuts the downflowing air from the main rotors, making it a much more versatile and makes it a very much more manoeuvrable aircraft in yaw, whereas the Mark III, the tail rotor goes around the other way and it's less manoeuvrable. The next manoeuvre shows another helicopter speciality, flying backwards. Today the Black Cat's taken a step further by not only flying backwards but flying backwards in formation. Chris at the moment is flying backwards, formating on Dave, whilst Dave holds the correct height and speed. Now the formation will conduct a reversal, where Chris will need to formate on Dave, and the roles are reversed. Not a particularly nice position to be in, flying backwards. It's cleared up to 30 knots for flying backwards. It's not something we do regularly. As they come back now from right to left, you'll see 643 will conduct a over the shoulder manoeuvre, which is basically reversing direction to say that 643 will then fly forwards. That's Chris now doing an over the shoulder departure. So the pilots and observers who formed Black Cat's team are all volunteers whose full-time jobs is to instruct aircrew students on the Lynx Operations Conversion Unit 702 Naval Air Squadron, as based in Yeovilton as well in Somerset. And as I mentioned, this year it marks the 40th anniversary of the first flight of the Lynx helicopter, which was on the 21st of March 1971. It's a totally British designed aircraft, and interestingly is the first British aircraft to be designed specifically and solely using the metric system of measurement. As the aircraft run in from the left, you'll see the distinctive silhouette of the Lynx Mark 8. Chris now pulls up and over Dave in a manoeuvre called the Canadian Break. The very distinctive sound that the Lynx have is a mixture of aerodynamic noise from the main and tail rotors, but you can also hear the high whine of the two 900 horsepower Rolls-Royce gas turbines that power each aircraft. Those engines will now be working hard as both aircraft accelerate towards the crowd on its run-in for their final break. great, that concludes the Black Cats display. I hope you enjoyed the display and the rest of the time here at Duxford. Thank you very much for having us, and a big thank you also to our sponsors Breitling, Rolls-Royce, Babcock and Augusta Westlands for their continued support throughout the 2011 season. We look forward to seeing you all again next season. Dave Fleming will be the lead Black Cat display pilot for then. Chris goes on to 815 Naval Air Squadron, and hopefully we'll revise and hone the routine and continue to best stars next season. Thank you very much.
Phil, thank you very much indeed to you and all the members of the Royal Navy Black Cats.